Blessed evening, everyone. Blessed evening, Ritanya. How are you doing? Are you able to hear?
Blessed
Yeah.
evening. Yeah, I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Oh, awesome. Especially yesterday was a great day, a very important day. So I had a lot of celebrations all around. So it was amazing, amazing. How was yours? Did you celebrate with your little one? How did that go?
Yes, we were at home, but there was a celebration in our apartment, so it was nice. It was really good.
Amazing, amazing. And yesterday something struck me, so I thought I could bring it up today, and probably we can connect that. We were discussing a lot of gatherings, and we were doing flag hoisting and enjoying. There was someone who was very, particular that it has to happen this way when everybody was suggesting differently. So it just stuck. Is it something called what we call, in our childhood, they say, right? Don't be stubborn. I don't know why it stuck. And then I started looking at that person. People around are, making some kinds of comments about that. That person is very stubborn. That's why it's very difficult to interact with that person. I just kept hearing, and then I just went and was talking to that gentleman, and he was like, he's feeling it, but he felt like also feeling something like trapped with that situation. Yeah, ma'am, I know I want you to be, but I can't. It just comes to me. I'm not able to come out of it. Have you been experiencing that way? This something called people call stubborn, and you are playing your own victim about it.
Yes, couple of times I have, I've seen people also being like that. I think I was also one of them who had, yes, sometimes, see, sometimes you feel for the stubbornness, you give different names for that. So you might say, I stand for my words. Even though it sounds very positive, but it might not be positive at times. What is positive for me might not be positive for you. So people might,
Very true.
yeah, people might find it, in a very different way that she's very stubborn. And I have seen, like, a lot of my friends also, even today, we say that she's very stubborn. So depending on that's what I know it is not the right way to comment, but still that's what is right for me need not be right for you. So that's why we comment that it's a stubborn one. It can be called stable also sometimes. So but yes, definitely, I myself, couple of my decisions I have stood.
Yeah, there is a thin line between, yes, there is a thin line between being stubborn, brothers and sisters who are viewing it live or recorded to this session. Today we are talking about, this series is all about empowering us. So we are in a mission to uh, take different small techniques, but very powerful techniques, which would help you to empower self. Why are we doing it? We, as a group of individuals who have gone through life in a very different way and came together, found at a common point thanks to all our mentors who helped us to see the bright side of who we are individually, what drives us, and we got such a profound understanding, like many of you do have it. And we thought, why not whatever we understood and living now a very purposeful, meaning life could also spread whatever we have learned to any people. So one of our missions is that we want to empower 1 billion people using very simple techniques like NLP, like graphotherapy, like understanding or making you understand, making us understand who we are, what is the purpose, how to drive our life with a very purposeful dream, whichever we always wanted to. In that, one of the series we take at 6:30 p.m. IST is using graphotherapy, how we can engage ourselves and rewrite from our past to a new future. just a simple handwriting methods, but a proven 200 plus years old science how we could use with less than 1% of your daytime, but rewrite a very powerful future. So thank you, Ritunya, to join back. I know you had to take up that. And thank you, viewers, for listening. So today, one of the important things in empowering self is talking about being stubborn. Many a times in our view it is called it started as a self confidence. Over the period, if you have developed that self confidence with no opening for feedback, no opening for learning and to be current, slowly, slightly change into what we call is the stubborn. I just wanted to take a pause here, Tanya, to pass it on, and I have a small story to say, but I'd like to listen from you. What do you say? Because people I have seen most of the times started off with self-confidence. So it is a very good signal. Stubborn is a very good signal. However, if you do not understand that self-confidence is also attached with some kind of a logged learning as well as logged views and not open to feedback, can turn into stubborn.
Yes, absolutely. Very well said, Vijay. Because see, couple of times, any decisions you make, the decisions turns to be good. Okay, once, twice, thrice, and after that, you get that that becomes an overconfident, and you're not open to others' feedback. Responding to people in such a way that whatever you have done is right, and everything. I'm sure I have also faced this journey. And there is another way of looking at this also. Whenever you see people around you, whenever you listen to them, if the decisions have gone wrong, again there you tend to become stubborn. So
Mm.
there's another diversion of it, how you take the what to say, situations. It might be you taking it in a different way. Too much of right things happening in your life, also you become very stubborn. Something is not going right when you listen to others, also you become stubborn, because you feel, what if I hear to them, it might go wrong, and let me stand for my own words and decisions. So I'm sure I myself have a lot of experience like this. Yes, couple of times it has worked in my favors. It has worked not in my favors. It has literally taken me down, and I've had the roller coasters life because of my stubborn decisions. Yes, probably we need to know what is it, whether it is right or not. Definitely you have to be open for any feedback. Don't get into the conclusion of whatever any feedback, whatever you're getting. You don't take it as a criticism. you know uh, if 10 people are telling something, I think you need to
Mm.
be open.
I would put it this way, Ritanya, if you, especially this series, we are talking about empower self.
Yeah.
What are we trying basically? We are trying to equip ourselves with first understanding of different dimensions which is stored within us, which could potentially affect us from being ourselves.
Yeah.
So that knowledge of knowing what are those things which is affecting us is the first and foremost one. So if I know that I have this stubbornness within me, then only I can actually see whether it is truly helping me or not. And to your point, right? Sometimes being stubborn is also equally important. Why? Let me give you a live example, right? Whenever you are trying something new, then if you are surrounded by people who have not experienced it, their views would be away from what you are looking forward to. I can give you a very real life example. When I got when I got injury in my knee, when I got operated, I broke my ACL, and then when I reconstructed that, the doctor said I could give you the legs back. So just take care of it. But it just struck me that I had to go and improve my fitness. And when I started with my exercise and planning to run, around the people, everybody was saying, no, don't do it, don't do it.
Yeah.
The reason could be two things. One, they have not seen in their own experience a person with ACL reconstructed and started running. Two, they have not experienced me running. So what happened with the two new things, with their no genuine concern or love for their loved one, in this case me, they said, no, don't do it. In such scenario where you are experiencing or you're experimenting something new, you may like to be stubborn, because unless you try it, you will not know. So you have to be stubborn on your views. So stubborn as a character is good or bad is a secondary. First thing is, do I have that trait within me? Do I have that character within me? Which is what we are continuously telling our brothers and sisters who are listening to us, saying, know first what is what.
Yeah.
Then we can see whether it is needed or not. What do you say, Rajani?
Yeah, see, definitely, I'm sure most of them will not agree when you tell them, you're stubborn. Okay. 90% of them will not agree. But yes, your handwriting will be speaking. That's a different aspect of it. But when your handwriting is speaking, I always say it acts like a mirror. So you can't say no to the mirror. And as I said, we are not putting stubborn as a bad trait or a good trait, but definitely we need to know. See, I realized in certain point of my life, I realized my stubbornness has created a lot of things. At the same time, my own stubbornness was a positive thing in my life, but in a different aspects of life they worked very differently. So
Correct.
once one needs to know whether it is working in your favor or not. Okay, that you need to go deeper into your own self. But before to know all this, you need to get your analysis done. I'm sure only few will agree, but if you don't know yourself, analysis is the best thing what I can say, because other than analysis, I'm sure your family people, your loved ones will give you this feedback, which nobody will take it. But when you go to a professional analysis, I mean, who does the handwriting analysis, when you go to them, you will get the clear picture what is running in your mind and the
Amazing.
you are.
Amazing. Two important things, I think, with that we could conclude today. And our idea of giving this message also to all our brothers and sisters who are viewing is, connect with us. You know our contacts. You could follow us in our channel. The messages are there. And you could follow us in every other social media platform. Join our WhatsApp group. Do it. So just to conclude, Rutanya, two important things you made it very wonderfully. One is, know through first analyzing. You made one another important trait. When we do our analysis, right, we are not doing any parrot telling here, and we are not going to say this is good or bad. We are going to tell you that this trait or this character is with you or not, and it is up to you to decide. You are the owner of your life, the CEO of your life, to decide whether you wanted to hold that character or that trait with you or not. If you decide that no, I do want to change it, then we would help you to change it through the graphotherapy, what we call as a simple scientific way of handwriting.
Yeah.
But when we do the analysis, we are going to just give you the viewpoint that it is a trait which is existing with you. Why many a times, as you rightly said, we may not be seeing it when our loved ones around tell us about it, or in professional environment when people say it also, we either take it too serious or we ignore it. So that extreme ends, even to take feedback. What, Ritanya, that's a separate topic by itself. We will be telling our brothers and sisters what kind of trait, whether you will be listening or not. So
Yeah.
that's a second thing. So all the viewers, we are going to sign off, and we will introduce ourselves always at the end. So I would request Ritanya to introduce ourselves. Do watch us continuously. Importantly, join us in our webinar. Understand who you are through just your handwriting or signature would do for us. And we will tell you how your beautiful journey is ahead of you. But for that, just join us. It just takes 10 to 15 minutes of your time, less than 1% of your day. But it can open an amazing door for a beautiful life you always wanted yourself. Leave it to you, Ritanya, to introduce ourselves and any final words from you, then we can close today's session.
Yeah. Definitely, guys, whatever Vijay said is 100% true. I think you guys should make an attempt to know yourself first, get your handwriting analyzed, because I would personally feel handwriting is better than the signature, because signature can give only a little about you. So give your writing for the analysis, get to know what is your writing telling about you. A lot of traits, and I'm sure every trait is going to be, either a good or it might be helping you in a different, way. Whether it is helping you or not helping you, you will be able to judge for yourself. And we are not going to make any comments on your own personality. You will be the judge for yourself. So please get your handwriting analyzed so that you will have a complete understanding of your behavior. And we are here, myself, Ritanya Nachket, and my partner, Vijayalakshmi Ramchandran. We are professional handwriting analyst and graphologist. So please feel free to contact us, get to know about yourself. And I think the number is already displayed in the chat box, no, the description box. Feel free to contact us anytime. Okay, we will be very happy to help you guys. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Ritanya. You are so awesome. And see you tomorrow, everyone.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye bye. Have a blessed